Hi, this is Dina Rich from Keller Williams Realty, Lower Rio Grande Valley, South Padre Island office. You know, it wasn't too long ago when buyers had an overwhelming amount of properties from which to choose. There used to be a lot of fish in the sea. But lately, with the rising number of sales and the reduced inventory, our available market of properties is beginning to feel less like this and more like this.
90% of buyers' agents stated that the biggest challenge facing buyers today is lack of inventory. Although nationwide we have seen an increase in home sales over the past 2 years, vacation home sales are up even more significantly than regular home sales. As you can see from this local market data, our inventory is down dramatically. I enjoy working with both buyers and sellers. I find this to be an advantage because it provides me with insight into the strategies of both parties. Now that the majority of transactions involve multiple offers, understanding the other side's needs and motivations is more important than ever. I can offer you advice based on my experience as an agent. I can tell you how similar previous scenarios have played out in the past. But every buyer and seller is different, and every transaction is different. There's no guarantee what course of action a buyer or seller may take in a multiple offer situation. And while an agent can advise a client as to the best course of action, the final decision concerning how multiple offers are dealt with is the client's decision. If you're my buyer client, I'll give you my best advice based on my experience in this market on how to make a strong offer. An all-cash offer is hard to beat and a good choice if that's an option for you. That way the seller doesn't have to worry about financing or appraisal contingencies. However, there are ways to make a good, strong offer, even if it requires financing. An important strategy is to have a pre-qualification or pre-approval letter in hand and ready to go when you make your offer. We can also discuss various contract contingencies, such as the termination period, finance contingency, and the appraisal contingency, and determine how to best formulate your offer. You'll need to consider your comfort level and the benefits and the risks of waiving or reducing various contract contingencies. Some buyers may want to include a personal letter to the sellers along with their offer. We jokingly refer to these as buyer love letters. But all kidding aside, this practice raises some serious issues. Statements such as you see here may tug at a seller's heartstrings and sway their decision. Personal statements such as these introduce the possibility that the seller will choose an offer based on a sense of personal connection to a buyer, while excluding the other buyers. If an excluded buyer is a member of a protected class, the seller could have inadvertently committed housing discrimination and violated the Federal Fair Housing Act. The bottom line is this: sellers should make a decision based on the merits of the offer alone and not personal information about the buyers. Sometimes buyers ask about including an escalation clause. An escalation clause states that if a competing offer is made on a property, the buyer's offer will automatically increase by a specified amount over the competing offer. While this practice is permitted in some states, the Texas Real Estate Commission prohibits escalation clauses. If you're my seller client, I'll present you with a spreadsheet summary of all offers. In this manner, I think it's easier to compare the many terms of each offer. The highest offer may not always be the best one. All terms of the offer should be considered when making your decision. So what are a seller's choices when in a multiple offer situation? As the seller, you can accept one of the offers as presented. or you could counter one of the offers. You cannot counter more than one offer at the same time. Let's consider this scenario. Let's say that a seller makes 2 simultaneous counteroffers to 2 different buyers. If both buyers accept, then the seller has agreed to sell one property to 2 people, and that would be a problem. You can also send all or some of the buyers back to the drawing board. This can be done informally by simply asking the buyers to come back with their highest and best. Or it can be done formally by using the seller's invitation to buyer to submit a new offer. In this scenario, you can invite some or all of the buyers simultaneously to submit a new offer. This is not binding. It's not the same as a counteroffer, so it's okay to do. The advantage to asking for highest and best offers is obviously that it may result in stronger offers. However, one disadvantage is that some buyers may drop out and pursue other properties if they feel they've already made a fair offer or reached their maximum offer point. One thing I would like all of my buyers and sellers to know is that all realtors are bound by our code of ethics to place your needs first. That is our fiduciary duty. The commission that I earn or that my brokerage earns will never be a factor in how I advise you as a buyer or a seller.
And now it's time to cook some fish.